Okay, normally on my channel I'll be making videos like these, but today we're going to be reviewing the first ever review on my channel. It's going to be the top 10 Pokemon everyone hates, featuring Mystic Gammia and Hoops and Hip Hop. Now, I'm not bashing both of them, especially Mystic, since I really like the guy. He makes great Pokemon content. And I mainly be checking out what he does on Twitch. Well, I'm just gonna see how good or bad this video is on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being bad and 10 being great. But this is just my opinion, so I'm just gonna. So anyway, guys, roll the intro. Alright, let's see how this goes, guys. Let's see how the video goes, so let's watch it. That was live on last Saturday. And plus, he got a shiny Chikorita, so just in case you want to know, he did got that shiny Chikorita. Go check out his Twitch. I'll probably put in the link in the description below. Alright.
Pokemon. I have loved it ever since I was a kid, and throughout the years I have met a lot of different Pokemon fans. Throughout this community of Pokemon fans, I have found out that a lot of people within the Pokemon community have different opinions of certain Pokemon. However, over the years of meeting a lot of Pokemon fans as well, I've also found out that there are those certain types of Pokemon everyone loves and everyone hates. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The one Pokemon everyone loves and the one Pokemon everyone hates. They are just those certain Pokemon that the majority of the fans hate. Game Freak will make a Pokemon and everyone will just throw shade at it and just simply talk down to it. But does every single living...
Is this right? You put Clefairy right there, but Clefairy design wise isn't great, but in competitive battling it's not that bad. It's not underused though, so yeah.
breathing Pokemon fan hate these Pokemon? No, of course not. But it's the majority of the people that hate them. Today, me and my bud Hoops and Hip Hop wanted to spotlight some of those Pokemon that everyone hates.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Mystic. Like you said, I'm here to help you with the daunting task of
I need to turn the volume down.
trying to narrow down 10 Pokemon that everyone hates. Mystic and I feel like we've got a pretty good list together here, but if for some reason you happen to feel differently, don't be afraid to let us know in the comments. It's not all hate from us though, because Mystic and I actually did a video over on my channel on who is actually the best Pokemon overall that you can check out.
That isn't for competitive battling, probably just for most popular, I guess. I didn't watch that video yet.
If you'd like after this video. All of that aside though, why don't we just go ahead and take a look at some terrible Pokemon.
Now, this Pokemon isn't exactly the most hated by everyone, but I know that a lot of people do dislike it. The reason why so many dislike it is because, for one, a lot of people just don't like Generation 5 in general.
Whoever hate Generation 5, I probably don't like you either. If you guys just hate, you just hate just because of Pokemon design.
Actually my second favorite generation, so don't get mad at me. But the way it looks, doesn't it look like the Chuck E. Cheese rat? I mean,
Never messed with my childhood. That I'll no longer go back in.
They both look like they're on hardcore caffeine and God knows what else. There's also the fact that there are so many more iconic rodents that everyone loves, like Rattata and Bidoof. Youngster Joey has his top-notch Rattata, and Arceus
I feel like Rattatak's a bit too overrated.
knows how many times Bidoof has been a walking meme. I thought that the Patrat line just looks stupid to everyone, and it's not as iconic as the other HM Slate Pokemon. It seems to also get bullied within the Pokemon anime. You gotta kinda feel bad for it. Psych! I don't! Alright, I'll stop.
What the heck, man? Why would you put that? I do not like that. I don't get why people just make those little funny jokes like that. I don't do it on my channel.
When it comes to bird Pokemon, there are literally piles and piles of them to choose from, but I don't think any of them are more hated than Unfezant. For me personally,
I thought Pelipper was hated.
Unfezant just has a very type of design that really leaves you disappointed considering how awesome the starting birds usually are.
Not every bird Pokemon gotta be awesome though, so yeah.
and B, also leaves you with a quote-unquote bad taste in your mouth because it's a very bland type of Pokemon. I almost always will have one of the starting birds on my team the first time I play through a new Pokemon game, but to this day, Unfezant and its family are the only ones I have not put on my team, and I think
Have you even tried?
that says a lot about how bad it actually is.
But did you even try to use it? And Unfezant not even that hated though. Pelipper is more hated though, so yeah. To me, Vanillish should have been number 9 on the list because I don't agree with Unfezant. Like, the male's design does look pretty cool, and I've seen a few of the comments saying it looks pretty cool. But I feel like you're only talking about the female one.
Lickitung to me was not a very iconic Pokemon in Generation 1, but when it evolved into Licklicky, I thought a lot of people were upset because they felt that evolution could have gone to another Pokemon. I know I've heard a lot of people over...
But Lickitung already sucked. And I don't care if it's even better than Wigglytuff in Gen 3, it was still bad. Since Gen 3, it was down to never use.
the years call Licklicky ugly and a not needed evolution.
But its hay is better than nothing.
Everyone hates it because it's ugly, and to be
Not everybody hates it.
honest, I guess it is kind of ugly, but to be fair, there are uglier Pokemon out there. I personally actually like Licklicky, but it's just
Stunfisk isn't ugly, it's just derpy.
on the list because the majority of people hate it. I've also heard that a lot of celebrities get compared to Licklicky, but I mean, I guess if you're that person, you get the best of both worlds. I see what I did there.
Oh, brother.
Now this is an interesting Pokemon for me to talk about, honestly, because I don't really hate it at all, but I know that
I don't hate it. I like its shiny form though. Shiny form looks pretty cool.
most people were ready to burn Quilladin at the stake when it was first revealed.
Dartrick is similar to Quilladin, but Decidueye saved Dartrix big time for so many people.
I can't really blame those people though, because I can definitely see where they're coming from. Going from this cute little guy in Chespin to this fat, round, rodent-looking thing that looks like it's wearing some type of weird jumpsuit is definitely a recipe for
But at least it's not blue.
disaster when it comes to fan opinion. Especially when you're
LOL. If you guys remember on False Light Gaming, they even said Quilladin was better than Meganium. I was like, I guess the reason Quilladin was better than Meganium and P was because of Eviolite, which boosts its defense stats.
talking about the starters. The mid-stage puberty starter evolutions have always
I like all these three.
had bad luck when it comes to how much people like them, but I think Quilladin could be the worst of them all in terms of how much it is universally hated.
Quilladin could have been better.
Oh, yes, I get to talk about this stupid thing. I also
Hey man, we don't call people stupid.
love the fact that the
Unless you hate the principal at our school.
majority of Pokemon fans hate Probopass, me being one of them. Ken Sugimori was drunk one night at a Game Freak party, and everyone dared him to drink.
Did they say drunk? Oh my god, this video. I feel like they kind of just made too many bad jokes.
Are the ugliest Pokemon and dumbest looking Pokemon he could think of. Probopass is that result. I don't get it. Is this Jay Leno's chin with this beard? Ken Sugimori is like, hey guys, look at what I made. You dare me to put it in the Generation 4 Pokedex? Junichi Masuda is like,
Mystic, please stop
hells yeah.
Mystic, stop it. This is just a bit too much right here. Because I feel like this video is about to be drunk.
Ah, dude, throw it in there. You guys see this clip from Pokemon Origins? Yeah, they now realize that this thing was a big, fat, drunken mistake.
At least it looks like Mario. You gotta give it that. And at least Hoops and Hip Hop actually like it. I'm not playing, guys. He actually do like it. If you want, I'll just show you one of the videos that he actually showed proof that he likes Probopass.
Oh gosh, this next Pokemon is one I have already talked about on my channel personally, and it's easily one of my most hated Pokemon ever, and that would of course be Delphox.
Let me guess, because of the design. Because that's what people always hate. I bet most people just hate Delpho just because of its design. Nothing else, just its design, and probably competitive battling since it's on the NU. But at least it's not as bad as Typhlosion, it's in PU borderline, along with regular Charizard.
Delphox is a good example of when good intentions go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. Its typing is great, its inspiration as a fox witch is great, heck, Fennekin is adorable, and Braixen isn't bad either. But then once Braixen evolved for the first time and we were greeted to this bipedal abomination with excessive amounts of ear hair and a really bulky looking hairdress thing, a bit of my faith in humanity slowly began to fade away. I feel like Delphox is a huge example of a terrible waste of potential just because of how good its previous forms are, and for that reason it's no secret that it's one of the most despised Pokemon ever.
Or is it?
Hello? Oh, hey, Manaphy. So, let me get...
Where's the phone? Where's the phone, Mystic? You're supposed to have a phone. That means, are you talking to an invisible thing?
this straight. You have another Pokemon based off you that's a complete utter waste of time in Pokedex space? Oh, I see. You don't say. Well, you heard Manaphy, it even thinks Fiona is a stupid Pokemon. Like, literally.
Hey, man, how many times we gotta tell you, do not say stupid.
What is the point of this thing? Why did they make...
To be the first mythical Pokemon to I don't know. I shouldn't say anything.
it Fiona? Like, seriously, can anyone actually answer why in the comments below? It gets nearly the same moves and coverage as Manaphy, except the only difference is that Manaphy is better in every way, shape, and form. The stats, designs, and just overall appeal to it. I don't know why they made Fiona, but I know a lot of people hate it, and I'm one of them. I mean, I get it was supposed...
Yeah, Manaphy should never exist in the first place, man. I gotta go with him.
to be like a baby kind of Pokemon for Manaphy, but it can't even evolve. If it was a baby Pokemon, that would actually be pretty cool, and I could respect that. But alas, it's not. This thing just sucks, and it's a complete waste of Pokedex space. Can we just get rid of it?
But you can't change time, unfortunately. But I do agree with Manaphy. Manaphy should never exist. Unless it was a baby Pokemon and it can evolve to be the first mythical Pokemon to evolve. Just like how Poipo was the first Ultra Beast to evolve.
So this one is one of the more unique picks on this list because it's not necessarily an abomination or anything, but it's easily one of the least wanted Pokemon that you could ever hope for, and that would be Male Combee. If you weren't aware...
Oh god, I hate this Pokemon so much. I'm actually glad it's on the list.
Where Combee can only evolve into the Queen Vespiquen if it is female, leaving the males out of luck. Additionally, getting Combee in general, especially in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, can be very frustrating because you have to slather honey on a tree, then wait at least 6 real-time hours before anything will even appear. I'm sure you can imagine how tedious this would be to wait around for, especially considering the fact that you could just as easily forget about it and lose the chance to get a Pokemon altogether. But if you were punctual enough to remember to check the tree only to be greeted by a male Combee that can't...
Have you ever had a soft resetting? You know you can just run a soft reset for the male, so the Combee is female. Like, people mostly forget about that. Like, how they forget just to reset for this, but they don't forget about how resetting for a shiny starter Pokemon
can't evolve or really do anything at all, would pretty much leave you with a burning furnace of hatred for this Pokemon inside your heart for the rest of your life. So it definitely earns its place at number 3.
Yeah, oh, I like how so many people hate it, because I do not like this Pokemon at all. Oh god, oh god, I'm not gonna be hopeful go bad for one of these Pokemon. Just one.
I think a lot of Pokemon fans hate the living heck out of the Elemental Monkey Pokemon, and I mean, I can relate. They suck competitively, and rumor has it...
Not, like I keep saying, not every Pokemon gotta be strong, man. Jeez.
They were supposed to be the starters for Generation 5. I mean, to be fair, the Generation 5...
It was...
starters kind of suck, aside from Snivy, who is adorable in every way, shape, and form. Regardless...
But... if they suck, why they're not down in PU, man? That's proof. Like, that's the proof.
Of how I dislike them though, having these elemental monkeys as starters would have tilted so many Pokemon fans. I mean, so many people hate them already enough as is. Imagine if they were the starters. Fans would be on a burning riot. I remember even reading lists of popular Pokemon in Japan. The elemental monkeys were near last place. I will give respect to the Panpour line though. It is the best out of the trio and it actually does well in a Unova playthrough. The other two though, yeah, not as much, especially Panzer. God, this thing gets terrible moves early on, and even later
It gets flamethrower for TMs, and Flame Burst isn't that bad.
in game. Like, it's still pretty trash. People just hate it because they're unoriginal and they are complete trash when it comes to doing anything useful. Chimchar is the best monkey, hands down.
Okay, let's face the facts. I think you like Chimchar too much. Don't get me wrong, I love Chimchar Infernape, but you can't call it the best monkey, because if it is, why wasn't it banned to Ubers? I think, let me see if there are any other monkey Pokemon that's an OU.
Ironically enough, the number one Pokemon that we feel everyone hates is the Pokemon that is the shape of love, Luvdisc. Honestly, for how this Pokemon is pretty much the embodiment of love in the Pokemon world, it got
At least True Game 7 likes Luvdisc.
literally no love whatsoever from Game Freak, and that sentiment was reflected pretty universally by the fans. It's pretty much as useless as you could possibly get. The only reason you would honestly ever even catch one of these things is to farm heart scales, making it the equivalent of an HM slave. And while its design isn't really bad, it's also literally just a heart, so it's not like it's the greatest gift to mankind either. On top of that, its base stats are really bad, and the fact that this thing didn't evolve into a low...
To make it worse, in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, Luvdisc can only be found late game. I think somewhere, I don't know, but it was definitely after the 7th gym, close to the 8th gym, and close to the Pokemon League. So you pretty much got this. So basically, you have to. So if you want to use Luvdisc, go for it. Then I guess it will just faint so much.
Mola, despite being its identical twin.
At least it should evolve, since Alomomola got a better design, and at least it's doing much better than it was than Luvdisc,
which would have given it the viability that it desperately needs, is really the final nail into the coffin of this ironically despised Pokemon.
At least it got a good shiny though. It got a good gold shiny though. You gotta give it that.
Well, that pretty much wraps up this list of Pokemon we feel almost every Pokemon fan hates. Of course, Hoops and I dislike some of these Pokemon too, but I mean, we are Pokemon fans, and I do mention that the majority of Pokemon fans do hate these Pokemon. They are just Pokemon no one likes, whether it be...
A few Pokemon on this list I like, so you know some people in the world does like it, so you're kind of wrong on that, so I'll tell you the ratings soon. Okay, guys. Alright, my bad. Okay, guys, so I will give this video a 5 out of 10. Now, the problem is they made a little bad jokes, and I'm not going to say that thing that Misty did during the video. I'll say it anyway. Drunk. About the drunk stuff about Probopass crap. But the ones I agree with is Licky Probopass, because I don't like Probopass much. Fion, I hate this thing. Why does it exist? Combi is probably one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time. And Simipour, because I do not like Simipour. But anyway, guys, that's all I really gotta do today. Guys, do enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And you want to go check out Mystic Umbreon's channel. It's gonna be in the link in the description below. But anyway, guys, peace out.